Hey, welcome to part 8. We're in the treasure hall. Going to get this area done and we're going to be back in the town area afterwards. We're going to do something in there. We've actually almost finished the game. We're going to be finished the game probably in about 14 minutes time. But I'm going to split these last few parts in 2 videos because it'll just give me a bit more time to get New Game Plus ready and prepared, guys. So part 10 will be on to New Game Plus, hopefully. We're going to continue forward. First door up ahead, there will be a shrine on the opposite side of the bridge, but you don't need to use it because there's literally one right first door. I think there was a shrine here. Can't quite recall, but you got a shrine here anyway, just on your right. So come inside and you'll have to investigate the area. Come to the shrine and sell the Higashi. Now in this area, there's a missed trophy for completing this puzzle without making any mistakes. What I mean by a mistake is going through the wrong door. So follow my lead and you'll be okay. Like I said, we have to make sure we go through all the correct doors first time. If you make any mistakes, just reload it safe. You'll know if you made a mistake because you'll get to like a group of cages and some enemies, or you'll kind of go back to the start of the area. We want to go in the room on the left first. So let's say the big painting on the back wall is north, because we can all relate to that. Go in the west door, which is also on the left. In this room, grab the first aid kit on the left. Grab that document, family's log. Yes, grab that document, family's log, very important. And then again, come into the room on the left. Now in that room, that shrine at the back, that was on the west wall. So we're actually going in the south door. So the room on the left to where we came in. Now inside here, open the first door on your right. You'll find that hound on memory. Yes, grab that hound on memory in the first room on your right. And I think I'm just going to change my build slightly. We don't have any weapons with durability at the moment, so any on memories which increase weapons damage with durability obviously won't work at the moment. So I've just gone with them capsules for now. On memories. Spider, hawk and bull. Just gone with them for now. We'll change them up again later. Spider or spider hawk. Yep, I guess crow as well, so get some health back. Spider hawk and the crow. Now into the second room on your right, there'll be an enemy in here waiting for you. Just dodge out of the way and another enemy might join the fray. Take these two out. If you ever miss any of my directions, by the way, of where I say, just look where I'm going and you'll be able to tell visually what door I'm going in, or as well as in the text guide. The text guide, I've tried to use compass directions and give a point of reference. For example, the big picture is north or the shrine at the back is east. And then from there you can work out where every direction is. Now once taking out 2 enemies, come to this room on the right, the second one. Grab the yoken from the middle table. And then go into the room opposite. In here, go left. And you'll find a shriveled Bureau H. By the way, in New Game Plus, we're basically going to be grabbing everything again. Yeah, grab a Higashi. So if you did miss anything, don't worry, because we're going to be going to every single kind of like item location again, plus a few more. You're bound to get everything. Even if you've missed some, which I got, I'll show you the same location. And even if I've got something else there, because I already got the email, for example, the email will be there for you, but of course it'll be just an offering for me. Because normally when you go into New Game Plus, if you already collected the email in that location, an offering will spawn in its place, like some chocolate, some else, for example. So we're going to take out this third enemy on the right here. In these rooms we'll come into, by the way, you have to take out all the enemies in order to unlock the small box at the end. There's not a room where you come into the cages if you go into the wrong door. These are the correct doors. Yeah, so kill the enemies, then open that box at the end to get the Black Sparrow crest, and then grab the housemaid's note on the left. Make sure you grab that housemaid's note, needed for a trophy. Now come back into this room once you've got all them goodies. Use your focus to make this wall disappear, this fake wall. And looking at these, it makes me think that, you know, when your focus gains 5% back, always when you run out, I think that might happen in every difficulty. Because you need focus to make them fake walls disappear. So how are you going to make them disappear if you've run out of insanity? So I think maybe it always recovers on all difficulties. But of course we'll find out later. So now you're back in the original room. Room 1 I call this. Grab the ornate scroll which has now appeared near the shrine. And then use the shrine, guys, and sell the Higashi, shriveled Abura and the yoken. Basically all your items. Now we're going to go in the door near the shrine. Remember, in this room at the moment, the painting in the back is north. So we're going in the south door, the one near the shrine. Nice and easy to refer to that one. Now this one I call room 4. Grab the bandage on your left. Grab the document near the altar, the shrine. That's Housemaid's Note. And then grab his divine water on the right side. Now you want to go through the western door. Yeah, that's one to the right of the entrance and to the right of the shrine. So we came in that room from the north. The shrine is considered on the south wall, and so we actually went in the door on the right, which was west. Now in this room, grab the strict mother's letter, and then go in the opposite door. This door on the left will be a fox shaped like a letter C, and on the right of the door will be a O, or a circle. Go in that door on that side of the wall. And that would have been the west door as well. So now in this room, so this next room, there's more little box at the end, get another crest. Take out this big enemy. I like to let him come towards me a bit first, because if we go straight over to him, there's 2 normal enemies in the far rooms in the corner. And you go all the way to the end, you're going to trigger them a bit earlier. But if you let him come towards you, you can normally get rid of him before these 2 appear. And become aware of you, like so. So now I've got to take these 2 out, but the big enemy is already dead. And by the way, I think if you take out an enemy with a focus attack, they don't get back up. So you know when you have to siphon the enemy, and if you unbestial form and you take them out, they can't reanimate. And I think it's the same when you kill them with a focus attack, they can't reanimate. This is why sometimes you'll see me having to siphon them, and sometimes they're already dead. Now when they're all dead, unlock this fake wall just on the left of where we came in. There'll be an enemy behind. This is the final enemy actually in this area. You have to take out all the enemies in order to be able to open the box and to leave the room as well. Remember, if you do make any mistakes and you go to a wrong room, just reload the save and try again. Every time you get back to that original room, room 1, where the big picture is, guys, there'll be an autosave. So in here, grab a bandage, and in this corner is a antique comb. Grab that one as well. Then come over here to a little box. In here you'll find the white sparrow crest. Grab that one next. And just to the right will also be a Higashi. Yep, on that shelf, grab that one. Now come into the far door to get back to the original room. Room 1, the entrance. Yeah, room 1. Back in the entrance, there'll be a second ornate scroll now. On that far little table. A second ornate scroll. Grab that, then go to shrine and sell all your offerings. And we're next going to go through the eastern door, which will be straight opposite the door you came through. Remember, the large painting is considered north. I'm going to class the north, the big painting as north. So go in the door to the right of the big painting, which will be east. That's it. Now in this room, grab this document. This will be the strict mother's letter, and it should get you a trophy. There we go. For completing all the housemaid's notes, family physician's log notes, and strict mother's letter. And I'll just show you in my log exactly the ones you should have. So if you didn't pop the trophy, you might have missed one of these. You can tell by little dots how many of each you've got, and this is what they all look like. We are probably going to be getting most of these again, or going to their location at least in New Game Plus. So if you've missed any, didn't get a trophy, then of course just make sure you grab it in New Game Plus, guys. So that's the strict mother's letter. Next is the housemaid's notes. Then we've got a family log, which is normally near the bottom. And there we go, that's all those notes. So hopefully you got that trophy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open the first door on the right to find a hidden room. You'll know the door because it's got like a metal handle like this with an emblem on it. All the other doors are kind of plain and just wood. So yeah, go in the door with an emblem on the handle. Go with the mandate of the clan document inside. You'll find a Ema ×1. And there'll be another document, letter, with a pressed flower. And for the final door, we want to go through the right door on the north wall. If you want compass directions, we enter the room from the west wall, and that shrine, you know the shrine at the back, that's the east wall. So you want to go into the far left door, which is the right door on the northern wall. That's it, it'll bring you into here. If you don't come into this room, then you took the wrong door. Now on the right will be a T on that little altar. Grab a key, then come into the middle part to grab a bunch of enemies. Now sometimes one of these eggs might have one of them strong beasts inside it. Demogorgon. You can use your bestial form as well now if you need to, because this is the final encounter of this area. So any bestial charge you built up, you're going to lose it all. Yeah, try to go for the Demogorgon type enemy first if you can. Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the comments, but I think they're kind of right. They do look like little Demogorgons. I'm going to focus on the big guy. Remember, on the exact, if you can take him out from behind, you'll do a lot more damage. Yep, sometimes she always tries to point her melons towards you. It can be quite tricky getting behind it, especially for them ones with more flowers on the back of them. Take out all the enemies and make sure you siphon them as well, to make sure they are defeated. The red aura around the room will not go yet. It does not go until you actually open the box. And there's also a first aid kit in here. So when we approached that cage in the middle, we went around the right, but on the left side you'll find a first aid kit. And that's all you need. Now you've got to go to the box and get the final crest. It'll be a brief cutscene and you'll get the Fox Mask crest. There we go. And you'll hopefully get a trophy, Sly like the Fox, for getting all 3 crests without making a mistake. If you didn't get a trophy, don't worry, we can do it on New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus. Now go through that door and you'll be back in the entrance, back into room 1. Going to save the game. We'll sell the tea first. For this puzzle, now we've got 3 crests. Go over to the main painting on the northern wall. The slot on the far left, you're going to put the Fox Mask in there. Into the fan. Yeah, Fox Mask in that one. And then on the right, the top slot, just to the right of the middle, on a lantern, place a white sparrow. And then the one to the right with a rope on his back, place the black sparrow. That's it. That will unlock the door. And then go through a double door, head forward a bit more to get a cutscene and complete this area. Now we're back into the town. Get a trophy as well, Solar and Lunar Eclipse. Once again, control spin around, because behind you you'll find a crowbar and a red capsules. Come outside, go right down this path and grab a first aid kit. Now there's a trophy here for chasing after fog monster and catching up 3 times. So there's the fog monster, just run straight ahead. You know when you catch up because the fog monster will teleport away, like so, and you'll get stunned for a moment. So that's the first time we've caught up to the fog monster. Now once you're caught in, it's teleported away. Come back on yourself slightly to this house on the side here. Grab the Remune, and there's a weapon there if you need it, kitchen knife. Yeah, make sure you grab that Remune item. And then run past the next house all the way down to the bottom and you'll find an egg enemy. You have to kill that egg enemy because there's a barricade. Now that beast will chase you for quite a long way, but if you come to the end here where the items are, it normally stops chasing you. There's red capture on there, by the way, in the bike shed. There's a bandage here and around the back. You have a Yoken, so he should stop chasing me. He's normally stopped by now. I think he has already had some attacks kind of built up. You'll see him run away in a second. Yes, there we go. So that beast enemy, like I say, that beast enemy does normally de-aggro once you get down here to where the items are. That's why I normally come straight to the items. Because if you just start attacking this egg enemy straight away, you will not be quite far away enough and it will still keep attacking you. And of course, once you've got all the items, now focus on the egg enemy. I'm going to take out this screaming enemy first, because it likes to cover the floor in them red flowers, which keep like stunning you. And it gets a bit annoying. So take him out. Get rid of any enemies. The egg enemy is spawned. Watch out for the purple eggs, of course. If you can attack this enemy from behind, you'll do a lot more damage, but it can be quite tricky to get behind because this enemy spins around a lot quicker and it's harder to stagger as well. It has all these attacks which stun you. Just when you think you get a combo going, it'll do an attack and it'll just stun you out of it and you'll lose most of your stamina, so you have to retreat, get your stamina back, or you have to heal. Do not be scared about using healing items. When you complete the game, by the way, you're going to lose all your healing items and all your consumables. You'll keep your EMA, you'll keep your Omomoris, but yes, any consumables, you're going to lose them all. So don't be shy about using them, even red capsules. If you want to use your red capsules, you can do. Now when you defeated them, go past the barricade, which is now gone. Grab the divine water down the steps on the right, then come over to the shrine. There's an axe near the shrine. Take the axe, but do not use it. Heavy weapons work really well on the last boss, by the way, because like 1 or 2 hits will stun lock the boss. You can just keep swinging. Once you get the boss stunned, you can just keep swinging and it will keep kind of stunned, which work really good. So take the axe, but like I say, do not use it. Just keep it for the final boss. And I've just changed up my Omamori. So I think I've swapped the crow Omamori for the wolf, because that makes it so weapons with high durability do more damage. I'm going to come to shrine and sell all my current offerings. Going to save the game. So if you make any mistakes with the fog monster, remember we have to chase and catch up 3 times to make it teleport away. You can just reload your save and try again. Now carry on along here. An enemy will try to grab you from behind the house, so be ready to dodge out of the way. Grab the dried carcass in that small crate. Continue along here. The next house on your left, there'll be 4 items around it. At the back on the left, you'll find a toolkit and a bandage. Near the front door is a baseball bat. And to the right of the front door is a red capsule. I'm going to swap that for the kitchen knife. They're fast, but they do not really stun enemies that well. Once got in 4 items, continue down here. I'm going to chase after the fog monster for the 2nd time. Yes, there's a fog monster. Run all the way down, guys, and quickly catch up to it. We'll grab the loot in a second. Because once you reach this fog monster and it spawns, it will start moving away, so you have to run straight after it. You don't have time to grab the loot. That's it. So it will teleport away. You know you've done it right. Now come back on yourself slightly. There's a weapon there if you need it, a sickle. And around the back here is a Higashi. Now if you do need another weapon, just opposite the house to the south, near this mailbox, there's a crowbar if you need it. Oh, sorry, steel pipe. Remember, keep your axe. And continue on down and you get to the next egg enemy. Oh yeah, and on the right there is a Remune. So the last house on the right, just before you reach the egg enemy area, there'll be a Remune on the right. Grab the bandage on the left there, and then the red capsules on the barrel. And then take out this enemy next. There's 3 little fights like this throughout this area. This is the second one, you've got 1 more to go. And that'll be this area complete. Yeah, do not be shy about healing up. The last boss is actually quite easy, especially with heavy weapons. Most of the bosses are fairly easy. It's mainly the small enemies when you get swarmed by many different enemies at once, when you can get kind of in trouble. If you manage to knock this enemy down, stagger it, just keep attacking it from behind. There is a save point coming up as well. There's also an autosave just before these little fights. Yeah, you'll scare the fog monster away, and then you'll reach these encounters with the egg sac enemy, and then be an autosave. That's the egg enemy done. If you do manage to break all your weapons, or you run out of healing items, some will normally spawn in the arena somewhere. Just try not to use that axe, it'll come useful for later. There are more heavy weapons later, but we're going to try to hold on to them. You lose all your weapons as well, by the way, when you go into New Game Plus. Yes, any steel bars, crowbars in your inventory, they'll be gone. Now carry on forward, grab the red capsules from inside the blue vehicle, go right, grab a bandage, and grab this EMA as well. Yes, also a weapon there, a crowbar. Yes, grab that EMA on that red barrel. Once got that one, come to the shrine and save your game. You keep all your upgrades, you keep your faith, you keep your you keep some documents, you keep some key items, but anything related to puzzles will be gone from your inventory. It does actually tell you at the end exactly what transfers to New Game Plus. Yeah, you keep your Omamori as well and any stat upgrades. So continue along here next. grab a Yoken on the right. There's was a weapon on the left, but I avoided it, so I don't need it. Yeah, grab the Yoken, go left at the next junction, grab that sushi. Carrying along here, at the end, you'll find a crowbar, and there's also a tea just there. So make sure you grab them items. Like I say, there's a sushi, a tea, and then a weapon. And there's a Yoken just before that junction. Then go back to junction, go left, the remaining path, grab the antique comb, then grab these red capsules and the toolkit near the building opposite. Continue along here. There'll be another weapon stuck on here, a sickle. I'm going to leave it, and there's a fog monster. For the third and final time, run after it to teleport away, and you'll get a trophy. Where are you going? Now in this third fight, there'll be one of the strong enemies, so you want to try to focus on that one first before it gets a chance to enrage. So yeah, try to kill that big enemy, guys, before it enrages. Because you know how annoying these guys are when their tendrils start glowing in the dark. That's it, got him quite quick. Surprised he died so quick, actually. So I'm going to take out the normal enemies next. Then I'm going to focus on the egg guy. After this, we're going to be back in the Dark Shrine area, just very, very briefly. And it brings you back here, and you have to make your way back up to your house, by the way. And then after that, there'll be a few cutscenes, and you've got the final boss pretty much. So yeah, not much further to go after this. I think this one did take me a bit longer to kill. We're still trying to build up all our faith, by the way, because I want to make sure we buy all the stat upgrades at once from the shrine, get that trophy, and then we'll reload and we'll focus on some specific ones which will of course make our build stronger. I might do the same with all upgrades as well, character upgrades, because the on-memory slots, unlocking all of those, I don't think there's a trophy related to them, and of course we need 2 more emus in order to get all the on-memory slots, and I'm worried about some emus glitching for players, because there's exactly enough emus to get every upgrade. If any do glitch for you, you might be in trouble, but if we leave the on-memory slots, then you've kind of got 1 or 2 leeway to make mistakes if any bug. I mean, I will get slots eventually, I just mean until we get into Lost in Fog, which will be the hardest difficulty, it's not a massive benefit to us to have all the slots unlocked so early. So we can afford in story difficulty to hold on to them, so we can build up a big amount, get a bunch of trophies out of the way, then reload, and then just buy what we want, because then we don't have to worry about getting another trophy, so it don't matter if you miss something or something glitched out, for example. So that's what we might do in New Game Plus, but we will be ready for New Game Plus when we put it on Lost in Fog difficulty. New Game Plus, by the way, we're going to be doing story difficulty, action, but puzzle will be in hard difficulty. Yeah, so when you beat them enemies, yeah, so down the side of that like little well, there were some items down there. We got the crowbar, toolkit, red capsules, and to the northeast, that little dead end, there's the first aid kit and immune. Yes, first aid kit and immune. And then once you're ready, come down here. Just make sure you've done everything you need to, guys, before you come down this southern alley, because there'll be a cutscene and you'll be in the next area. And when you come back here, it'll all be changed. Not changed, but there'll be new items around. You'll get a trophy, the path of self-preservation. I refuse, and that'll be it for part 8. So part 9 tomorrow, guys. We'll finish the game, and I'll see you then.